nothing is better than an advanced example showing this JSON tutorial. This example will show you how JSON and Ajax are great to get data from server without reloading the page. So here is the example. Just the user insert his email, so let me insert anything, and his password, and he should get his username and a selection to select the country that he wants to work in. Please insert your email and password correctly. So let me insert it correctly. So now he get his username and he should select the country that he wants to work with, and here the number to call this company. So our code will be checking the validation for the email and the password, and according to it's true or not, we will display the message and the select element. Before we start, I want to show you the JSON file. This is the code, and here is the JSON file. Consists of 4 objects. Each one has a username, password, email, and company branches, and we have seen this before. So our job today is on server. So if you don't have a server, so you can follow with me by just copy this JSON file and paste it in your document and just make it locally, like what we have seen before. Just copy the JSON object, but assign it to a variable, and then use this variable. And I will leave a link so you can download it, or if you wanna type it from scratch, it's up to you. So let's get started. So let's start from scratch. So here is the HTML code. I use Bootstrap to make it responsive. So if you want it to look like this, make sure to have like this code. Firstly, let me define 4 variables for email input, password input, the button, and finally the division that will hold the message. So variable email equal to document and the ID is email, and then let me define another one for the password. Then let me open the request. So let me define a variable and call it client equal to new XML HTTP request. Then let me open this request. Open, I will use get method, and then the name of the JSON file, which is card identity.json. Then let me make a function once we click a button. So button dot on click function, then define a variable y equal to JSON parse, and then clients dot response text. So now we open the request, just remain to send it. So clients send. I will create a function which will make validation for the email and the password and display the messages and do everything. Then I will call it within the button function. So I will call it render HTML y. Then let us start creating render HTML function. So function render HTML, which will has an argument data. Then let me now make sure if the email and the password for the first object, for this object, has been inserted correctly. So let me check this. So if email dot value, if the input value is equal data 0 dot email. So now we check if the input value is equal to data 0, which is the first object, and equal to email dot email. So if the input value is equal to this value, and so both conditions should be true. The same thing but for password. So if password dot value equal data 0 dot password. So in this case, let we define here a variable equal to identity card and equal to empty. So in this case, let me make the identity card equal to the identity card plus, let we display the username, but first let us start with paragraph tag and plus your user name is, and plus data 0 username plus, let me close the paragraph tag and then plus another paragraph to tell the user to select one choice. So plus another paragraph and a message and plus close paragraph tag. Then let me start creating the selection. So plus select tag and let me give it a class equal to form control, which is a bootstrap built-in class to define it as a form. So if you don't want to add this class, no problem. Then let us start making a for loop to display the data within the country branches object. Here, we want to display the country and the telephone within a select element. So let me see how we can do this. So for variable I equal to 0 and I less than data 0 company branches dot length. So now we get the length for the country branches and then I plus plus increment to I. and within this loop, let me now display the country, then display the phone number. So identity card will equal to identity card, which is now equal to this value, the username and the message, plus it will start making the options. So option, then within the option, the data 0 dot company branches dot country. So now we display the country, and beside the country let me display also the phone number. So plus the phone number is plus data 0 dot company branches, but this time dot telephone. But here don't forget to make country branches I, and also here. Then to close the option tag. Then now need to update the identity card to close select tag. I want to close the select tag, but I have to close it outside the loop. So identity card will equal to the last identity card and plus close select tag. So now the condition for the first object is over. We now check if the email equal to the email on the first object and the password too. So in this case, display the username and make a select element which has the country for this company and its phone number. So now let we display it and make sure if it's true or not. So card dot inner HTML will equal to identity card. So let we save and see. So the email here is ahmed@yahoo.com and the password is 12345. So there's something wrong. So the error is the XML HTTP request is not defined. Do we see this? Yeah, here is lowercase letter. So let me save and check again. Your username is Ahmed. Select one of these branches and contact them on their number. Nice. But the number is undefined. Let me check this. So the wrong, of course, will be with this variable telephone. Yeah, here it's written telephone. So it should be the same here. Let me see again. So now it's defined. Nice. So like what we have done for the first object, we will repeat it for the other objects. So the same thing, but this time with else if. So here, let me copy this one and paste it but it should be else if, and change the data from 0 to 1, and here too, all of them. So it's the same thing. We just change the data from 0 to 1. Now let me repeat this for the others. So let me check now. So to check for the last object, which has an email zaidan@yahoo.com, and the password is 5642. Your username is Zidane. Select one of these branches. Nice. It will make sure if those are the countries or not. Morocco and Nigeria. Nice. So now we have done the conditions for the objects. Now just make the conditions for the validation. Like if the user insert the email and the password wrongly, what will happen? And if the user didn't insert the email or the password, let me continue. So let me see if the user did insert the email and the password. So else if, this time will be empty. So in this case, the identity card will equal to a message like, please insert your email and password, and else if. This time let me make if the user did insert the email. So please insert your email. And if the user did insert the password, please insert your password. And if the user insert the password and the email wrongly, so type another message. So just else the identity card will equal to, please insert your password and email correctly. Let me save and see now. So let me check if the user did insert the email and the password. Please insert your email and password. If we just inserted anything for email and didn't insert the password, please insert your password. But if I inserted the password, please insert your password and email correctly. To remove the email, please insert your email. And if we insert the email and the password correctly, so for example, let me take this email and its password is 4455. Your username is Ken, and select one of those branches. Nice. I hope now you notice how we can get the data without the page get reloaded. Okay, let's try again. So here is the email and the password. Just look on this reload sign and see if it will work or not. Submit now. So the page didn't reload. Let me submit it again, again, forever. But of course we don't want this to be happen. Actually it's a problem in our code. So let me check this out. So the wrong here that there is a loop that continue once we click the button. So the wrong is with we don't need to assign it to empty. And also here we don't need to make an increment, and here we don't need to make an increment. We don't need the previous value for the identity card. Here we have a condition for the object 3. So why we use the data for object 2 and 1? So I think it's a big mistake. Let me save now and try again. There is something wrong. Yeah, here we forgot to remove the identity card variable. So when we click the button again, it won't make a loop and split each time we click the button. Just one time. And if we make a mistake here, like remove the email, please insert your email and return it back. So everything now is going very well and also without reloading the page. Finally, and before we end this video, I want to show you something. I have here the code on my document. So let's try to open it from our browser, local browser. So here is the file. Now let we just submit now. So nothing will be happening. Let me see the console. And the mistake here is access to XML HTTP request at and give you the URL for your page from origin null has been plugged by policy. So we can't access to the server because now the page, which is our document here, not on the server with the JSON file, but on the server we can access easily. So I hope now I delivered this information very well. The JSON file and the web page should be on the same server. Maybe I repeated a lot, I know that, but actually it's very important and one of the mistakes that you can find. So the most important thing now is to practicing. Whenever you have a server or domain name, if you don't, just type the JSON file and assign it to a value. Then use this value, like what we have done before. And to practice Ajax, you can use full text website to make a JSON file and you can access to the data using Ajax. So now everything is in your hand. So practicing will make you more powerful. You can use JSON and Ajax easily and without any effort. So practice well, good luck and see you next time.